All right. Here goes a video on crook problems. Now, a crook problem is a set of parallel lines that have this little kink in the middle. And what we're going to do is we're going to solve for x, or find that missing angle. Now, I'm going to tell you we do not have enough information to do this yet, but we're going to draw it in there. You are missing a line. You are missing one line that could make this problem go from I have absolutely no idea to, hey, this is pretty easy. Think about it. See if you can think of what kind of line I'm about to draw. And if you thought about drawing a third line that would be parallel to the other two, you would be correct, because that's all you really need to do. And now you can solve for x. Let me show you how. You just learned recently that you have different types of angles when you have parallel lines and whether or not they're going to be congruent or supplementary. So if we look at this pair right here, I'll just put a little green dot there. These two are on the same side of your transversal, and they're both interior. So these guys are same side interior angles, which means they're supplementary. So this green dot is going to be 80 degrees. So now let's go down and work on the bottom half of this diagram. This angle over here is 15 degrees, and we need to also find that angle right there because we're looking for x. If you look at these are on the opposite side of the transversal. So these are alternate interior angles, and if you remember that alternate interior are congruent. So that means this purple dot is 15 degrees. So now let's just take away that blue line, and this angle is made up of an 80 and a 15 degree angle, which means we add them together, and that angle is 95 degrees. And really that's it. To do a crook problem, all you have to do is draw a third line that is parallel to the two and use alternate interior or same side interior angles. So here's two more. Why don't you pause the video and give it a try? Let's see if you can do it. So for this one, you would draw your line. Looking for x, 40 would be alternate interior, so they would be congruent. 30 and the bottom portion of x is also alternate interior, so they too are going to be congruent. Add them together, you have a 70 degree angle. For this guy, if you would have thought about this, these are on the same side of the transversal. Same side interior are supplementary, so that guy would be 40. These guys are also on the same side, which means they're also supplementary, so this is going to be 80. So x in this problem is a 120 degree angle. Okay? So that's about it, all it is to it. Here's one little challenge problem for you. I'd like you to give this a try and see if you can find x. So to do this, you had to draw two parallel lines. Now finding the top of this x is pretty easy because they are on alternate interior sides, so the top of x is 50 degrees. The bottom is a little trickier because the first thing you're going to need to do is find that the lower part of the 40 degree angle is 30 degrees. Now using a little angle subtraction here, if the big angle is 40 and the lower portion is 30, this is 10. So now again, 10 going to the lower portion of x, those are alternate interior angles again. So the lower portion of x is 10 degrees. Add them together, and you have a 60 degree angle. That's it for crook problems. This is Longo, and I'm out. See you, bye.